Hello, Air Nation. Airbender here. Back with some more Kerbal Space Program Volume 2. No, we're Super Mario 3D World. And we're about to find out where the rocket is, but while I'm sitting here in my past recording, waiting to hit the A button to go on this rocket, I have some fun news. This is post commentary. It is the first time I'm doing it on any video recently because there's an issue with the audio, which I will get into after I start explaining things. So, the rocket brings us up to a new world. And in this new world, we're in World Star. As you can see also, I'm playing as Luigi because in the previous video I had to get a stamp using Luigi. So that is why I'm still playing as Luigi at the beginning of this recording. I did switch back to Peach, as you can see. So when I went to go start editing the video, the microphone audio for some reason was shitting the bed. So I recorded this on February 28th, and I don't start recording it until way after, and it is March 8th currently while I'm starting to sit down and record this. But yeah, I went to start recording it, and the audio was junk. And I remember why the audio was junk, and that was because my microphone had ended up at a lower gain than it normally was set at, which I think fucked with the compressor. So that is, I know that's what ended up happening. And I had fixed it for the next video, because I call it out at the beginning of the next video. So but this is World Star. This is post-game material. So once you finish the main game, new worlds unlock, and you get to complete them for some fun new challenges. Now, since I have the hindsight of post-recording, I know for a fact that World Star still has stamps, but the worlds that are going to come after do not. So, luckily we only have to get stamps at the beginning in the Star World. And as you can see, there is a hidden fire flower that's hiding a cloud, which shoots you up to one of my favorite segments of this game. And a segment where I learned a new trick. In these segments, I learned, and I'm going to learn in about 5 seconds, that if you ground pound in a general area, you can fill in this map even faster. So obviously, filling this map is going to get us a green star. I mean, that's almost guaranteed when you see a map like this. Yeah, striking in like strategic areas allow you to fill in the map faster. So I could have gotten that square on its own, but I would be lazy. Once you fill everything in, you get a Link. It's my boy Link. And it plays Zelda music, which is wonderful. I'm a huge Zelda fan, so this is a wonderful inclusion into the game, so I appreciate it. So as you can see, that was only our second star, which is immediately followed by the third star. Now, I believe I have finished... up to this point, I had finished... Sorry, after I finished recording... Oh, there I go. I died. I had a feeling a death was coming up soon, so... but yeah, at the end of the recording session, I believe I had finished Star World and I had started on the next set of worlds. But I don't think I've recorded yet the... stuff I've missed yet. So, and look, if you can see, you can get pretty far with Plessy if you put in the effort. But yeah, so recording these has been a fun challenge because what I end up doing when I started both Kaze and this playthrough, when I did the going back into the levels and grabbing all the shit that I missed. When I started that, I basically would finish a recording, and if it was a end of world recording, I would immediately right after just start like recording the new stuff, the stuff I missed. But once I started like Super Mario 3D World, and I started like, you know, I moved to daily stuff, I had to start pushing these out. So basically what I do now is when I sit down to record, I sit down and I will record multiple episodes in a row. So I'm looking at the stamp collection because I'm trying to figure out like why I'm missing so many stamps in conjunction to like the amount of stamps that I think I should be missing. So I think there's some that you get for completing stars on the main screen, but I'm not sure. So I'll have to go back and take a look at that. So yeah, when I sit down and record, I basically sit down and I will record a bunch of like regular levels in a row. And then I won't bother with any of the extra stars until I'm sitting down and I'm recording that episode specifically. So in this case, like, oh, I died. I will get into the aesthetic of this level too, which I talk about while I'm playing the game. But yeah, I won't. When I'm recording that episode, is when I will actually record the stars that I'm missing. So for example, normally for like episode 18, I would have sat down and recorded those stars when I started editing 18, which I think was, God, I want to say Friday, which would have been the 5th. I don't know how I ended up doing anything on Friday, which I will get into in a second, but this time around, I had actually recorded them ahead of time because when I recorded everything, I recorded it on the 28th, which was that snowstorm, not snowstorm, that I keep bitching about, and I will continue to bitch about. You'll hear me continue to bitch about it. But I had the time to record it, so I just recorded it. There's one episode coming up that I did not because I was running out of time to record shit, so I do have to go back and record that. So let's talk about the aesthetic of this level. So as you may have noticed if you've ever played that game, which I remember in this part, I remember talking everyone's ear off about Mario Galaxy. Now, as you can see, you have to climb up this. You're supposed to climb it up with a certain power-up. And here I am trying to do it without it. And then I think at this point, nope, I still haven't noticed. Yep. At that point, I'd realized, oh shit, I have a cat suit, so I can just do this easily. So I pull out the cat suit and I just climb. And still, I find a way to fuck it up. So you're supposed to just climb like that and get the stamp. But this is based on Super Mario Galaxy. I mean, even if you've never played the game and you've only seen like trailers or gameplay about it, you know this is Galaxy. The enemies that we're facing right now, these things that are shooting out cannons, are ripped straight from Galaxy. The Lumas are in the background. If you've ever played the game, you know what Lumas are. That's one of the reasons I love Peach. But oh yeah, that's right. The one on top hit me. I thought I had gotten away with it, but I did not. He got me on the way back. So now I had mentioned before, and I gave away who the character is in the game. But if the Galaxy aesthetic and the Comet Observatory in the background were not enough to like tell you who you were probably going to be getting shortly. There she was. She was Rosalina. Not Rosa John. Rosalina. The OG. And as you can see, she'll drop in is significantly taller than Peach. And it is at this point in the game maybe eventually you are officially allowed to use Rosalina, which I mentioned here that as soon as I get Rosalina, I switch to her and I play as her.
Let's go.
And I will eventually learn not to, but I will get to that in a second. But as you can see, Rosalina has the spin jump that Mario has in Mario Galaxy. Again, if you've ever played it, you know these rolling things suck. They're a pain in the ass. Kills Goombas though very easily. But yeah, if you've ever played Mario Galaxy, you know the spin jump. Now, the spin jump in this game is interesting because and I immediately die. Sorry, I've been like dealing with like issues. Yeah, see that those rolling things, they just suck. So I had to spritz a little bit of inhaler into my lungs to open them up. But yeah, so the spin jump in this game, in the original game in the Mario Galaxy, and even like the 3D World, the 3D All Stars version, the spin jump in the Wii version was a flick of the Wii remote. Whereas in this version, and even the Switch version, it's a button. There is still a way to do it with the Joy-Cons, but in this version, it's a button. So I think it's the B button. And I always forget I have it, as you will see as I try to like make my way through this level. Now, I mentioned I usually switch to Rosalina at this point because it's pretty cool. It's like a new character, new toy to play with, and you know, I wanted to show it off because if I'm not playing as Peach, I'm usually playing as Rosalina. But as we will come to find out, I'm pretty good at jumping like that apparently. But Rosalina is I would say definitely like, she's not hard mode, but she's definitely a lot harder than Peach. And if you're someone like me who tends to play as Peach all the time, switch to Rosalina, you forget you don't have a hover, and then you die like that all the time. So, yeah. So I'm gonna mention since I am recording this after the fact, things have happened. But next video I won't be talking about it again until probably after. I remember seeing that and I remember telling it to fuck off. Because every time I see that Super Leaf, I tell it to fuck off. Because it's like, no game, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, I am like wicked behind on editing shit because this past weekend, so it's March 8th. This past weekend that just happened was the Runaway Guys Coliseum. And since I wasn't feeling good, I ended up staying home Sunday along with Saturday, because Saturday, as you will hear me complain about the snowstorm, not snowstorm, we actually got a significant snowstorm on Saturday, which was, oh sorry, it wasn't the 6th, because it's Wednesday. I can't believe it's already Wednesday this week. I thought it was Monday for some reason. I was editing this on Monday, which I have not done anyway. Yeah, the weekend that just passed, which I think was the 3rd to the 5th, was the Runaway Guys Coliseum, which I started watching Friday while I was out driving Friday. And then, like I said, Saturday actually fucking snowed. We actually got significant snow. Oh, you motherfucker. I love how I'm saying that as I'm, like, pretending, like, I'm not playing, but like it's so funny to like do this post commentary. It's so weird. But yeah, I ended up watching. What the fuck am I doing? Why am I just standing there? Hello. Oh, you know what? If like long sessions like this, it's probably because I took a second to stop and do something, and I'm probably telling my future editor to like cut here, but since I'm in charge now, you get to listen to my sultry voice. But yeah, so I ended up watching the Runaway Guys Coliseum on Friday. Yeah, there it is. Now I pause. So yeah, this is behind the scenes. So this is gonna be a longer video, but we're off the cuff here. The whole series has been off the rails at certain points. So, having to do post commentary on an episode, things are gonna go crazy. But, yeah. See, I'm looking at the waveforms on the voice. I knew I was coming back shortly. So, so I ended up watching Saturday, and then Sunday I just woke up like feeling like shit, and it wasn't like I've tested for COVID and it's not COVID, but I ended up getting like not a serious sinus infection, but definitely a sinus infection of some sort. Okay, I got my boomerang back. So I was feeling like blah, and I decided to stay home on Sunday. Oh, sorry, Saturday. Oh, sorry, no, I was right the first time. Sunday. And as much as it hurt to not go out, I feel like I needed it, and I'm glad I did. And I got to watch. Yeah, that's right. They give you a random fucking cherry right there. That's right. And it was nice because I got to watch most of Coliseum on day 3, and then Sunday night, I ended up playing. Oh god, what did we end up playing Sunday night? Yeah, see that was me trying to float. I can almost fucking guarantee that was me trying to float with Rosalina over to the other side. Oh yeah, you lose your spin jump when you're in like power-ups. So the one attribute that Rosalina gets for the game, she loses immediately if she has a power-up that requires the button to use. So needless to say that Rosalina is both OP and broken and not worth it at the same time. And there goes my other cherry. I could not keep a cherry to save my life in this level. That was hot. Me getting those two on the back swing. Yeah. I think there's a 2 platform coming up that you need. Obviously, right there. Yeah, see. And unfortunately, it's not one of those you can cheese. You actually have you can wall jump up here, but in order to get it, you actually have to get that 2 platform. I think I tried a couple times. No, I don't. I just say fuck it and move on. But yeah, that's the end of the level. Man, what was I talking about? I feel like I'm just rambling on at this point, but I just wanted to give commentary while I was watching this. Oh, I love baby Rosalina. Yeah, so yeah, we were supposed to play Among Us that night on Sunday, and I think we quit early. Oh, we quit early because everyone who was playing, most of the people who were playing couldn't keep playing, so we had to quit early for that night. But the games that we did end up playing, I did have fun with everyone. So that was a fun little night too. But I have since been going back out. Monday I had a really good night, and I added it to my previous week. Tuesday night was really fucking good. I was shocked at how well my Tuesday night went. But I ended up coming home Tuesday night, and I worked out and then was really tired, so I didn't end up editing anything. So my editing, as I'm sitting here on March 8th, I'm only good up until like the 13th. And at this point, I have canceled the Super Nintendo adventure, so you're not gonna see past weekend's. At the time of the release, this past weekend's Super Nintendo adventures didn't go up because I stopped it. As much as I want to continue doing it, it's not worth it in a multitude of ways. For one reason, the last one I recorded, I have 2 in the pipeline. I have 2 recorded, but the last one that I recorded was only 10 minutes because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And at that point I was like, there's no point in me continuing this if it's not going to be entertaining for myself or for an audience, for that matter. So I only recorded 10 minutes of it, and I was going to release that 10-minute video, but I'm not going to do that now. Moving forward, I'm going to take this weekend, the past weekend off that just passed, and then I'm going to start recording another series. Probably one that I was gonna start streaming. I'm gonna get hit right there. One I was gonna stream in the month of March, but since I took a hiatus, I did not. I'm not gonna start it, so, and that's probably gonna be Crisis Core. It's a good thing I died there, because I would have had to cycle through all 4 sides again, because the star that I needed was right there, and I needed to fall a certain way to grab it. So, also I missed. Oh no, it was bad that I died there because. The star was right there, but I grabbed it. I grabbed star 1 first instead of last this time. But yeah, I'm gonna do the new Crisis Core remake that came out in, what was it, February? Did it come out in February? January, February? It came out this year. And Crisis Core is a game that I've always wanted to try, so. So instead of streaming it, I'm just going to... I still fucking hit the thing. I'm just gonna use it as a YouTube series. I almost died there again, so... But those are 5 stars. I'm looking at the timeline, so I think I'm about to wrap up. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna have to wrap up sooner than my counterpart. So if you liked the video and want to see more, including the new series Crisis Core, be sure to give it a like. If you like these videos and want to see more in the future as well, make sure to subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you a penny. And I will start streaming on Twitch again in the future at twitch.tv/airbender56. April 1st, I'll be back with Hollow Knight. So look forward to that. I hope this post-commentary was as crazy as it sounded recording it. But I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful night. And bye-bye.